My name is Dan Oddy, Engineering and Technical Sales for Detroit Speed, and today we're going to help you pick out wheel sizes and tire sizes as well as wheel specifications to help best fit your muscle car. Now, one of the most difficult decisions in building a custom vehicle is picking out the right wheel size. Now, even though you might not need them right away, wheel size should be one of the first things considered when building a vehicle. Now, not only just the wheel diameter and wheel width, but more importantly, the backspacing, as well as do you have enough caliper clearance for your aftermarket brakes. Everyone wants to fit as much tire into their car as possible. One of the most common mistakes is not having enough wheel backspace to move the wheel up under the fender when lowering the car. You also want to consider enough front wheel backspace so that when you turn your wheel lock to lock, the tire is not going to rub with the fender. In the aftermarket wheel industry, you often hear the terms offset and backspace. Now, in European sports cars and late model cars, the term offset is used. Now, when talking about muscle cars, the term backspace is much more commonly known. Now, the way to measure backspace is to measure from the wheel mounting surface to the outer edge of the inner wheel hoop. Now, in measuring wheel backspace, it's preferred to have the tire dismounted from the wheel. So what you want to do is lay the front face down on the ground, take your straight edge and lay it across the outer edge of the inner wheel hoop, not down on the step. Then you take your tape measure and measure down to the wheel mounting surface. And what we have here is an 18 by 10 inch wheel with a 6-inch backspace. Backspace can be dictated by aftermarket suspension or a custom rear axle length. Now, on a narrowed rear axle, as you can see in our Chevy 2 test car, we have a much shallower backspace on our wheel, but we also want to keep the wheel and tire pushed out as close to the quarter panel as we can without having the tire rub. Now, ideally, you want to keep the wheel center in the middle of the wheel hoop. For example, on most of our DSC mini tubs, we can fit up to an 18 by 12 inch wheel. So what we do is we keep the wheel center at 5.5 inches of backspace and then build the axle length to match the wheels. Another measurement that's commonly overlooked when selecting wheels is what is called mounting pad depth. Now, this is the distance from the wheel mounting surface to the inside of the wheel spokes where the caliper is located. Now, with some stock or aftermarket brakes, there's enough caliper overhang from the rotor that a custom pad depth must be ordered with the wheel to make sure that the larger caliper doesn't hit the wheel. Many aftermarket wheel companies will build their wheels with a 1/2 inch or 1 inch standard pad depth. Now, this may be fine for some smaller brake kits, but for the larger 4 or 6 piston caliper kits, you may need more than 2 inches of pad depth. Now, many of our customers will run a stock C6 Corvette brake. Now, even these stock brakes will also need more than that standard 1 inch pad depth on their wheel. Also, when ordering wheels, you don't want the brake caliper to look lost in the wheel. However, you want at least an 1/8 inch of clearance between the brake caliper and the wheel. Now, in the DSC Chevy 2 test car, we're using the Bear Extreme Plus brake kit. So if you look at their brake template, their mounting pad depth is 1.679 inches. So you add an 1/8 inch of clearance to that, you come up with 1.804 inches. Now, most wheel companies will build their mounting pad depth in increments of 1/4 inch. So in this case, you want to order your wheels with a 2 inch pad depth when running the Bear Extreme Plus brake kit. When visiting the BFG website, you can see all the different tire options depending on the use of your vehicle, competition, street, etc. Now, you'll see a table, and for each tire size, we'll give you a recommended wheel width and show you the tire diameter. Now, as you can see here, we have an 18 inch forged line wheel with BFG's new G-Force Comp 2 AS tire. As you can see, it's a very nice fit on this 18 by 9 inch wheel. And this size tire and wheel combination will fit well with any of the DSC rear suspension. BF Goodrich is committed to making the best tires on the planet for competition and for street. DSC strongly recommends using their tires to get the best results out of your DSC suspension. Now, the sales and technical team at Detroit Speed will be happy to help you spec out your wheel and your tire sizes to best fit your vehicle to optimize your DSC suspension. Thanks for watching another DSC Tech video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at 704-662-3272 or visit us at our website, www.detroitspeed.com.